don't know the language, you don't know the tradition, there is also energy in getting an orientation. It is very difficult to focus, it's very difficult to learn a new language and using all your energy for the new environment.
The biggest challenge they're facing here is adapting to a new society, to a different culture, different language that they mostly don't know yet, and understanding the different processes they're in. What we're trying to do is, during the arrival process already, to give them as much information as possible of what's happening, what are their rights, what are their duties, give them information, give them the support they need, and also once they get into their first accommodation, to give them access to more support there as well. The second challenge, I think, is getting the right qualification to be able to compete on the German job market, because people come from very different backgrounds educationally. Some may have an academic background, others may not even be able to read. At the end of the registration, people with a good perspective of stay will get the first talk about their qualifications, what they might do to improve their chances on the job market, what they can do to get their certificates acknowledged here with the German authorities in order to go ahead and find a job.
One of the biggest challenges for refugees is to have a place in society. The other thing is also to have contact points with the local society. Many people tell us they feel very isolated in the homes where they live. They only go to the German class with other refugees. They have no contact points.
The first thing is the housing the problem. So we're, as I said, 80% of the people are living in collective shelters. And by living in these unbelievable circumstances, it's really impossible to have your privacy and to think of your future. Where you have to think only of the paperwork, how to find an apartment. You have to go like for 100 appointments to see an apartment, and having to see like more than 100 people waiting in a line to see this apartment. The second thing is we have to do some sort of reformation for the integration process on both sides, where refugees have to be taught how important it is, so that people get motivated to start integrating more.
They experience that phase of like lack of motivation, I would say, lack of desire. They just live here and wait. So that whole waiting culture kind of prevents people from integrating. We tried on different levels to find smooth solutions. We try to support people finding housing, finding all these social things, and we find German classes. We encourage people to take initiative. Opens up more, but also that the refugees get to know that they actually have to learn German, that it's necessary to do some, like to also have initiative and not to be apathic and just wait that everything comes to you. Just also like it's a giving and taking from both sides, and I think both sides have to engage.
Introducing projects that create connection, create relationships between the newcomers and the Berliners that have already been there. We call it creating new neighborhoods, set up within and around refugee accommodation to get people in contact with each other.
Trying to instill sustainability with the practices that they do, so that it's not just them providing workshops or them providing projects. They are teaching people in the community, the target population, how to function themselves. And that is an important part that I think every student, social worker, public health, doctors, politicians should be able to incorporate into their programs.